What's that? What's up? What's up? I see Go Fest in Paris has started, which is cool. Might have to start checking my game. I might get a invite to an Gigantamax Inteleon, which would be awesome ahead of time. I'm probably not going to do any Porygon 2s today. Just because we did a lot of Porygons last week, and it's probably an easy shiny. Hey, what's going on, Nero Lyra? How are you? I hope you're well. I'll admit half the reason I took so long to go from like starting stream to actually doing stuff. I got caught up in this TCG Pocket Battle, and it was just I won, but they were not allowing me. Do a Furret. I mean, if there is a Furret outbreak, I will do a Furret outbreak. This will be interesting to see if I spot the shiny Meowth. I genuinely don't think I've hunted a Cantonian Meowth in this game. Yeah, I'll do outbreaks across all three areas, so once I'm done with Paldea, we will move over to Kitakami and then the Blueberry Academy Terrarium. Rid of that. Can I... Haha! I'm sorry. I haven't heard a good poo joke in like a week, so I just needed something to fuel my inner immaturity. I didn't see very many outbreaks in Paldea, so I feel like it won't be very long until we check out what's at Kitakami. Other than Meowth, I saw a Haunter, that's about it. There's going to be more than 2 outbreaks though. And I hope this is dusk, because if it is, I'll do Haunter straight after this. Assuming it's nighttime only. Good evening, Profi. Good morning to you. Yeah, it's getting dark. Perfect. I love my Pokemon in 10 frames a week. It's, what the fuck am I doing? Ugh. Meanwhile, watching everyone else like, oh, I have like 600 spawns on my screen, and I'm like, yep. The FOMO is real. It's going to be you and I, Profi. We're both going to finally get our Switch 2s, and we're going to be the only people who want to link up and play games and get excited, because the hype ship will have sailed for everyone else. Facts. Man, 3DS era was peak. Just purely because you could play all of the DS games. And if you got any of the Virtual Console games before they turned off the shop, then yeah, if you have a 3DS, you could essentially play every generation of Pokemon except for 3. Oh, you got a shiny Meowth and Go. Nice. One of these ones? The Cantonian one, or was it one of the other two? You've got to sell everything to get a Switch 2. No! Don't do that. Don't sell everything. Yeah, pink feet. I thought so. I think the Galarian one's got the best shiny, in my opinion. Your PlayStation? No! No! Well, I hope if you've got games that are worth enough to the right collector, I hope you get your money's worth for them at least. Ooh, that's a whole month's worth of money. Ew. Nah, you won't have to sell all of that. There's no way. Especially some of the, like the PS1 and the PS2, or the PS2s. I see you've got 2 of them. So the right person, you could probably get a bit of money out of them. And true, yeah. Waiting at the moment is probably the best bet. If you don't have the funds, things like what am I talking about? Like Black Friday and Cyber Monday and like all of that sort of stuff. You'll get discounts. There'll be sales on things coming into the holiday period, which I think is the same time for you guys in America. Oh no. Yeah, I'll take it off your hands, kid. I'll give you $50 and a crisp high five. Right, 1 outbreak done. Let's go do this one. Oh, I'm gonna fly over here. No, overworld fly. Because I feel like it's not in the hole. That's what he said. or get 2 more jobs. I mean, if it's worth it that much to you, those extra 2 jobs will feel worth it. But if I happen to win the lottery one day, and things like postage just don't matter to me anymore, I'll give away consoles to chat. Shipping is ridiculous from New Zealand. You have to get your driver's license soon. That stuff's definitely more important. Well, it is until you realise that no one else on the road can actually drive, and then... I decided to get myself some food delivered at work, and not a word of a lie, I timed them. It took 4 minutes for them to get into a park. And they blocked a whole lane of traffic trying to do it, and it was not a park that needed that. And where I told them to drop the food off, which was where I was standing, was right next to a driveway that they could have just pulled into. But they didn't follow instructions. And blocked a whole lane of traffic in the middle of the CBD for 4 whole minutes. It was glorious. I'm definitely not a perfect driver, but I'd be way too embarrassed to do anything like that. Germany is way worse sometimes. I bet, to be honest, you guys have way more population than we do. I can only imagine how bad it gets in real densely populated cities. Caffeinated. Compared to other places. Are you going to say that the French have bad driving? Because I've heard that the French have bad driving. That is from British people I know, though, so maybe they're biased. It's right there. Bro, if Haunter can see me, you should be able to see it. Malta. Oh, wow. Malta sounds like so far away to me. There's like heaps of like real, just I guess niche areas. It's just for you Europeans and Britons and your close proximity to other countries. Best bet I've got is Australia, and no one wants to go there. It's a prison colony. My cat is snoring. Oh, you good? Alright. That mudbray. You're selling a kidney. True. Yeah, New Caledonia is French as well, isn't it? I mean, it's a beautiful looking island. It's just a shame that they're French. I mean, there are, like, Pacific Islands we can go to. But, and like, yeah, Fiji counts. It's just, like, even in this cold southern part of Southland in New Zealand, 2-hour drive, I can be at a literal golden sand bay that some of the world's most rarest dolphins will go right into the bay, and even though we're not allowed to approach them, they approach people. It's like... like those tropical looking Pacific Islands are like, do look beautiful, but I don't know. I can get a taste of that here. We'll swap. You guys can come to the South Pacific and I'll go to Europe and hang out with like all the different like food cultures, because European food slaps. You can't drive, or you're not legally allowed to drive, because it's two different things. In New Zealand, when you're made forbidden to drive, for most youths, that's just a recommendation, not the law, until they get pulled over again. But 2 hours drive, you don't necessarily have to be driving. You could be a passenger. Like what I click on Pokemon Go when it goes, you're moving a bit fast. And then I click, I am a passenger, which is definitely what I am. Ooh, it's been a while since I've had to pay for a driver's license. I mean, you'd probably have to do a currency conversion to really know how much it is compared to you guys, but I think it's like around $100, $120. We have 3 stages on our Class 1 license, so regular vehicles. You have your learners, which is the cheapest, and also... God, of course you're not going to attack the Aussie-looking bird. So we have a learner license. You're not allowed to drive on that alone. So you have to have someone who's had their full license for 2 years. With you, and then you go to a restricted, which means you're allowed to drive by yourself, but only within restricted hours of the day, which I think is like 5 AM to 11 PM or something. So you can, you're also not allowed passengers unless they're your dependents or they've had a full license for over 2 years. And then after that, you get your full license. The learner's test is what do they call them? Theory? You just answer questions, so you don't actually have to have ever set foot in a car to get your loaner license. But for your restricted and full, they are practical tests. Sure, how much is it in Germany? I mean, to put it into perspective, $100 here is probably like 60 American dollars. The American dollar is so weak for me, and it's great, because that means Twitch pays me more, because I'm paid in American dollars. Oh, restricted is expensive. Well, I'm paid in American dollars, but my bank converts it to New Zealand dollars. And because of all the tariffs, the American dollar went down for us, and yeah. Oh, you're talking about licenses. I see. My bad. So much money, chat. Haunter, try to read the chat, bro. $362.50 for all three New Zealand. Oh, okay. That's definitely gone up since I got mine. I swear I never paid $170 for a restricted license. Although, you can. Oh, how long is it? I think you have to be on your restricted for 2 years. But you can reduce that time, I think, to a year if you complete a defensive driving course. Wait, this outbreak's still here? Is it? Oh, it is. I thought it said it dispersed. Yeah, for the I do know that for the bike, it's the same here, except over here I don't think you have a restricted test for motorcycle. You just go learners and then to full. But yeah, it's about the same price. My friend's got a motorbike. I'm glad that me and motorbikes have a an abusive relationship, so there's no chance I'm ever going to pay for that. It's definitely a skill issue, 100%. But I've never in my life had good experiences with bikes. Whether it's a quad bike or a two-wheeler like street bike. Even a dirt bike, nah. I either almost kill myself with not even doing anything, or or I do make mistakes and then that's also my fault, but I blame the bike again. Got A1, A2. Oh, okay. Yeah, and then some of my friends have a lot of their truck licenses as well, which is another whole heap of very expensive tests. But a lot of the time, if they're lucky, depending on who they're working for, the business will pay for their truck license. Which is really cool. In Thailand, wow. I didn't know you'd been to Thailand, Profi. Oh. What's it like over there? I've heard it's, like, amazing. But people I know that that do go to Thailand are also people like me that like a lot of Asian culture. So they could be biased. But how did you find Thailand? You were 14, we went to Pattaya, which is the prostitute capital of the world. Wow. What an eye-opening experience for a 14-year-old. Alright, there's no blue tongue. Oh no, that was the side of it. Can you get away from me? And Thai people look young for their age. I think that's just an Asian thing. I don't know, that something in their genes makes them look like they're in their 20s till they're like 80. I want to know the secret. I'm a white dude, man. I'm not going to age gracefully at all. Luckily, I don't think I'm going to go bald, though, but I wear hats, so... Hey, what's up, Shedding Skin? You can legally drink beer at 14 in Germany. I don't think I knew that specifically, but I do know that a few places around Europe you can drink quite young, because it's a part of the, you know, the culture and all of that. You stood on a sea urchin. Oh. Yeah, no, that's not ideal. Yes, there will be in Talion tomorrow. I haven't created a meetup for it, but I'll do that tonight. I'm going to gun for maybe the 12:30 slot of the day for it. Okay, I've triggered the young goose. They're probably a daytime only spawn too. No, I wouldn't have been told if they were. Is there a cave here or something? I don't think there is. I think the game just gaslit me into thinking that the outbreak is here, and it's inside the cliffs. 14 with parents, 16 legally. Okay. Yeah, over here it's 18 to purchase alcohol. It's illegal to supply alcohol to minors, anyone under 18, but if you're their parent or guardian, you can buy alcohol for anyone. Like, you can buy a beer for your 5-year-old at the pub and give them a beer. People will look at you and judge you, but you can legally do that. British law, alcohol technically 5. Yeah, it's probably something like that here. And we probably got the law from you guys, to be honest. Like a lot of our laws. Right. I don't think this outbreak's here. I'm just going to run from it because I just... Okay, we'll do Weasel. Hold on, let's have a sneak peek at Kitakami and see what we're working with. That's too far. I wish there was like one more level of zoom out that you could see the map, but it was not this close. Like I don't have to move around. Right, there's no ferret. Minior, Smeagol, and Metang. Okay. We're definitely doing You'd love to see more Germany. Oh. Yo, who's gonna donate me tickets to fly to Germany, and I'll go to, you know, I'll go to Gamescom with you guys. Please. A vending machine with beer. Actually, why am I surprised about that? I mean, we don't have that, but Like Japan, they have that. It's alcohol everywhere. People just wander the streets with alcohol. It's like, and even though some of them are like super drunk, there's like no disorderly behaviour that I saw. And I'm like, couldn't be New Zealand. Like, there's like bars and clubs and all sorts in like the CBD. Bro, is this inside a wall too? You're allowed to drink inside the establishments. You're not allowed on the street with the alcohol. Because we're not trustworthy. We get drunk and disorderly. Not me personally. I seldom drink, but yeah, that's... Japan has everything in vending machines. I mean, you're not wrong. But as a tourist, it's like really fun because you're like... Because I'm used to vending machines that have like Coke, Fanta, like, you know, the normal stuff. Maybe you can get a bottle of water or whatever, like. Whereas, like, it's always worth it if you're ever in Japan to just, like, sometimes just stop and have a look. Like, what's in here? Sometimes you'll be so surprised. You'll be like, what is this? I do recommend Pocari Sweat if you're ever an idiot like me and go to Japan in the middle of their 40-degree everyday summers. No, it's just good water. I don't know what to tell you. Water's water, but it's good water. There are times where the British influence, yeah. I mean, it's, yeah. But the good thing about New Zealand is we have been influenced by Britain and, you know, the UK, but we're not the criminal country. We're not Australia, so I mean we have that going for us. I know the bar's low, but shout out to any Australians that might be watching. Now, I would know if there were some Aussies in the chat because they'd be like, hold on a second, and then start roasting me for being a Kiwi. We love it. Can I get some more Weasel? This is such an odd place to have Weasel. And if I did go to something like Gamescom, 100%, I'd stream it. We'd be playing Pokemon Go the whole time. Oh wait, they're down there. Oh, what the Oh. This is such an odd place, there's no water. Why are there Weasel up here? Well, because there's water. Oh. You go get those ones. Just don't fall off before you get them. No Miraidon, it'll go off the side. No? Oh! Well, it's doing better than Golden Go, because that's exactly what that Pokemon would do. You'd have noticed the water. Yeah, true, I would have, yes. Well, if they don't announce a special edition for the Switch 2 on July 20, well, it'll be 23rd for me, 22nd for everyone else. Then that weekend I'll go out and buy a Switch 2. And I'll change my pre-order of Legend ZA to be the Switch 2 version. Which will cost me more money somehow. This year's Gamescom has Resident Evil 9 demo Ooh. Actually, what are the rules around... See, I've never been to big, like a Comic-Con, big, like, nerd expo thing. Except for, like, once in New Zealand, which, I mean... We have, like, the Temu version of the rest of the world stuff anyways, so it's like... But, like, those big ones, like Gamescom, if I was there and I was streaming it, like, am I allowed to stream those demos? Or is there, like, rules against that sort of stuff? Or just don't be a bitch, have fun, buy stuff. I mean, I know that much. I'm also way too socially awkward to approach any potential creators I might recognise. And I feel like I'm too... Even though, like, you can film in public and stuff, even when I'm streaming Pokemon Go with the local community, I try not to, like, hold the camera aiming at them. I'll aim it at the ground or some arbitrary direction that doesn't have people, just because I feel rude. So I think I'd be the most low-key streamer in the whole place. Oh, you are allowed and the demos? Yo! Is there any ZA pre-order gifts? Not that I've heard. I would imagine that there will be though. I did my pre-order through EB Games. If there comes to be any sort of bonus, we'll probably find out after July 22nd. Because even the store managers won't know. It'll be like head office will have to let them know, and it'll be further down the line. If there's any sort of major promotional thing, it'll probably be after that. But other places, like stores like JB Hi-Fi, online marketplaces like Mighty Ape, which for international people is... Oh, there's a shiny! Which for international people is like an Amazon, but specifically for New Zealand and Australia. Like those things might have their own pre-order bonuses, so... Astragon Entertainment... Oh wow, that's like heaps. At our Armageddon Expos, because that's what New Zealand's like Comic-Con thing is. We'll get like guests and stuff. Sometimes they're... Well, I'm sure that they're usually notable. They're just not in my sphere of influence. But we've had people like Veronica Taylor, the OG voice of Ash and stuff, which is cool. I think once or twice we actually had legit Pokemon Go events where Unknown would spawn at them, but that stopped. But normally, like when I went, it was just mostly people buying anime figures, Daki Makura body pillows, a couple of cosplayers. They're always cool. And the rest of it was a very thick air of BO, which is why I've never gone again. Because until they release an anime that gives the protagonist superpowers from showering, I don't know if I want to go back. Shout out to people that don't think they need showers or deodorant. You're just built different. I'm not built like that, so shout out to you. How many Dakimakura do I have? I lost count. After 0. I do not have one. I did Okay, I did almost buy one in Japan, but it was for a gift. It was not for me. I may have been quite the weeb back in the day. I never went that degenerate. Disappointed. I don't know, I just feel like I'm too awkward to answer questions from normies. Like, even if it wasn't like a real bad one, it was just, I don't know, something on my wall. Because I wouldn't use it as an actual hug pillow. Someone would be like, well, what is this? Why do you have this soft core porn on your wall? And I'd be like, how do I explain? Like, nah. Nah. Look, I have wallpapers on my PC. None of them are hentai, but like some of them are a bit weeby. That's enough for me. Yeah, I realised pretty recently how out of touch from the anime scene I was. Like, the last major anime I watched was Attack on Titan, but like, even when the final season of that was coming out, I was already falling off like the anime bandwagon. So yeah, I'm just out of touch. People are talking about like all these things that are peak, and I'm like, no clue, brother. And I used to be that guy that would watch like seasonal, and I'd watch like every anime that was coming out every season. Like, it was ridiculous. Hey, Sword Art Online. I actually liked the Alicization and War of the World. I think it was War of the Worlds seasons of that more than the first two seasons, just purely because they were a fully fledged out series about the world and stuff. They didn't stop halfway through and go to Alfheim Online, which no one cared about. I liked season 1, and I didn't mind season 2, but the second they went from the actual Sword Art Online to Alfheim, nah, I got sick of it. And then I did watch it all. Okay, I did watch it all, but season 1 could have entirely been in that one game, and it would have been lit. But no, they went to Alfheim, and Alfheim's, I don't know, it just hits different, and not in a good way. And I'm like, oh. But yeah, I can respect if you prefer season 1. The reason I preferred the third, maybe, and the fourth season is because it was all one coherent story. It was one world. They went a bit deeper into it than they normally did. Because yeah, season 1 and 2 felt rushed because they zoomed through it 12, 13 episodes, and then boom, we've got 12, 13 episodes of this other area, and it's like, but I want more of this. You miss seasonal Attack on Titan? Same. Oh, your background wallpaper has a colourful watercolour style landscape. Oh, that'd be pretty. Did I watch any anime that broke me mentally? So I was the sort of Giga Chad Sigma male that would be like, huh, these anime can't hurt me. So I decided to watch, and these are probably not even like peak anymore, but they were back in my day, so cut me some slack. I'm an old man. I watched Madoka Magica. That anime's just fucked. Okay, I think that was the time where Magical Girl anime went from, hey, there's these magical girls, and then, nah, that anime's fucked. And then after that I watched Anohana, which is quite a sad anime. And then there were like a couple of movies I watched like directly after that were real emotional. Mentally, I was like, but I held it in. My eyes may have watered, but not a tear dropped from these eyes. I'm just too much of a Giga Chad. Yeah, Anohana was not a happy anime. And I knew going into it was going to be sad. Oh, hold on. We never checked the mark of my Buizel, which I feel like I want to do before I level it up too much. Oh, wow. It's neutral nature too. Oh yeah, I've seen your name. I can't remember if I've watched I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. And I have not seen Made in Abyss, but I've heard good things of it. I've heard the soundtrack is peak. Oh, yep. If I remember correctly, the first half of Darling in the Franxx was really good, and the second half just wasn't as good, which sort of brought the anime down a bit. As a whole, like, it was fine, but I think the first half was way better written, if I remember correctly. Actually, oh, what was it? You want to know an anime that broke me mentally? You're gonna. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I've seen that too. I don't really hear anyone talk about Plastic Memories. That's cool. You're all gonna cringe. High School DD or High School DxD. That broke me mentally. Look, more power to the people that can sit and watch that. I was the sort of person that if I started an anime, I'd watch all of it. Like, it's ecchi, it's fine. I know what I'm getting with an ecchi harem anime, whatever. Season 1 and 2, fine. Season 3, oh... Season 4, for anyone not watching, your life is, anyone watching who doesn't know or hasn't seen this anime, your life is blessed. Season 4, I sat there almost hoping, like I was hoping, because I couldn't argue, I couldn't defend myself for what I was watching. Even if one of my like anime weeby friends walked in, when he was singing the Boob Dragon song, there is nothing I could have said to justify why I was sitting there, because even like I couldn't convince myself that what I was doing was a positive life choice. Like, the fuck. It was, I don't know, it just felt so cringe. Even for an ecchi harem anime, it was so cringe. I was just like, no. Hey, look, Akame ga Kill, and yes, I didn't watch censored anime. But I also never got deeper into anime than ecchi. I never got more degenerate. Unless you count Seikon no Quasar, and that for me was drawing some lines. I was like, Do I want to watch this? Akame ga Kill. Okay. I enjoyed Akame ga Kill. I know that a lot of people love Akame ga Kill. I did enjoy Akame ga Kill, but it's trash. Like, I watched it, I enjoyed it, but it is trash. If you actually look at the storyline from a writing perspective, it sucks. The characters suck. But if I want to turn my brain off and just watch something that tickles teenage me in the back of my head, yeah, that's great. And I did enjoy it when I watched it. But I have also watched like really well written anime, like media in general, but talking about anime, I've watched a lot of really well written stuff, and yeah. It's one of those ones, I enjoyed it, it was fine for what it was. It's like going to watch a Marvel movie. It's fine, I enjoy it for what it is. Is the writing good? No. Yes, I've seen the Testament of Sister New Devil. Yeah. Oh god, why am I talking about this shit on my stream? This is on the internet. What has my chat become? I haven't seen To Love Ru, and because I haven't watched anime in so long, I don't think if I ever go back, I'm going to start with To Love Ru. Just want to put that out there. But yes, no, I haven't seen that. What other ones? Oh, the SAO Christmas scene. Okay, that was something I didn't like in anime, but I think that was a me thing. I didn't like when people sung songs. Like, if there was music and singing in the background, it was fine. But when it was like characters singing songs, I don't know what it was. I just had secondhand embarrassment from watching that, and I don't know why. So I never enjoyed, and I watch a lot of like music and a couple of idol-based anime. Don't know why, but I don't know. To me, yeah, it does feel a little bit cringe, but yeah. I'm discovering today that my chat is just... You guys need to list some other anime, because at this point it just looks like my chat's just full of gooners. What about Steins Gate? Steins Gate was a really well written anime. There were some very slow parts, but I don't think any of it was unnecessary. Steins Gate is so good. What do we mean? Wait, what? Chat reflects... No, I disagree. Bro, your day's on Tuesday, isn't it? Your spotlight era this week? Like, you don't need the limelight right now, buddy. You are a good boy. But... What's the... Oh, it's Solosis next week? Oh, well, maybe that's why Growlithe wants attention. Look at me not knowing things about things that my life revolves around. Y'all don't reflect me. You're probably sitting there like, sheesh, I'm like that emote you keep using, Nero. Probably slowly backing away into the bushes like, hey, y'all can have this chat to yourselves. There's also things I enjoyed when I watched them originally, but if I ever went back to watch them, I don't think I'd enjoy them. I tried to rewatch Dragon Ball, or more specifically Dragon Ball Z. I stopped very quickly because I quickly worked out that I cannot watch it because it's not good. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to watch this because I love it. And yeah, there's just too much filler. And I know that I could watch Dragon Ball Z Kai, but yeah, I wanted to watch it like I watched it as a kid. And it's just generic copy and paste shonen. It's predictable. You know exactly what's going to happen. I didn't mind Super, I guess, because it was different to what I watched as a kid, but... And the Tournament of Power, like, don't get me wrong, I got hyped for that. I used to get really mad when the episode would end at, like, a clutch moment, and I've got to wait a whole week to watch that. Like, what are you doing to me? But, yeah, I found out that some anime, like Dragon Ball Z, is best kept in my memories of being, you know, a kid and thinking I can turn into a Super Saiyan and all of that stuff, because as an adult, I'm just like, Please don't be a nighttime spawn for this. You'll be celebrating soon, about to hit a big milestone. What's that for, Profi? I've heard that the hold on a second. That's how I feel about that comment. I'll hold on. I'll untime you out. Hold on. How do I do that? I know I didn't ban you. I only timed you out. Chat settings. Oh, you're back? Oh, good. Okay. Thank you, Profi. It's I do enjoy doing that sometimes in my chat. My other mod and good friend Apollo, he was getting a bit smart in my chat, and he's a moderator, and I just banned him. Something just happened there you missed. Oh yeah, Nero swore in my chat, so I timed them out. That's all you need to know. I don't want to utter those heinous words that were spoken in my chat. But I will accept Boku no Pico chat, like conversations. I will accept that. We'll talk about peak anime, Boku no Pico. Am I right? You know how old I am? I can now recommend Boku no Pico to anime, like new anime fans, and they don't know what I'm talking about. Like, it became a meme for so long. Like, everyone knew that that was the meme. But because I'm so old now, no one knows that that's the old meme, and I'm just having my old man giggle. Euphoria. Well, I've actually never consumed hentai, so I do know what that is, though. Or metamorphosis. Oh, wow. You had 100k channel points. Yo. Well, thank you for always hanging around and chatting, Profi. I appreciate it. And I know that your reward for putting up with my nonsense for so long is going to watch me embarrass myself. Oh yeah, I was like, even though I didn't consume that content, I was in the know about enough of them that the funny thing is too, with you trying to make me embarrass myself in public, there's a good chance that Shedding Skin could actually be there to witness that in person. Seeming as they're a local member of the Pokemon Go community. Oh, thank you very much for the subscription, Shedding Skin. I appreciate it. Oh God. I mean, yeah, someone will have to, because I can't be bothered swapping to a face cam. So someone's going to have to hold my stream doohickey for me, which I'm sure that anyone around would happily do to watch that. I hope it's in a real bad area so the reception's makes it all staticky. I'm not streaming 12:30 tomorrow, but I'll be out there. Yep. If the Gigantamax and Teleon could have been shiny, I would have streamed it, but it can't be shiny, so I'm just like, it's easier to just organise the community. Let's just smash stuff out. But if you come, make sure that when you get there, you check in on Campfire. Because we had heaps last time, but I don't want to say we only had 9 check-in, because that's like the most we've ever had, but I'm meant to have like 10. I'm pretty sure. Plus side though, I was getting bullied by the local community about not knowing CPs of Pokemon and stuff. So you'll get enjoyment from that tomorrow. A woman who likes strong characters and good writing. Yeah, what sort of genre would you watch? If Prof is saying that, there's not going to be many. Because I used to have a list of all the anime I watched. I got rid of it, but I've watched over 1,000 anime. I was built diff back in the day. Pokemon, Last Exile. Oh, you've watched Ruby, cool. And the Magus Bride, okay. Ooh, okay. I never watched My Dress Up Darling. It was on my list to watch. But yeah, that came out towards the end of my phase. Mum was right, it was just a phase for that one. I don't know. I haven't watched it in so long, but I always like recommend, and I know it's not for everyone because sometimes it can be slow, but I do recommend watching Steins Gate. The season 1, there's a movie, and then there's season 2. There are slow parts, but it's a time travel based anime. It's a bit silly, but then sometimes there's a lot of like emotion and like serious parts to it. There's decent character development. I wouldn't consider it slop like a lot of anime I've consumed. But yeah, it can be slow at points, and that's the hard one for some people. Oh, we're doing this, are we? Oh, okay. Well, time to bring out this doofus. Apparently I'm the doofus because I can't aim my Pokemon in either direction. I mean, honestly, I know it's more recent, but now that it's all out, if you watched Attack on Titan from the start, some parts will drag out, but when it starts getting good, like season 1's good, season 2's very slow, but it's world building. First half of season 3's a bit the same, and then the second half of 3 onwards makes the slow parts worth it. My main criticism is the naming conventions for everything after season 3. The final season part 1, the final season part 2, the final season part 2, the final episode part 1. Like, oh. So, I was just like, bro, just... But I don't think Attack on Titan or Steins Gate actually has very established good versus evil. I think as the characters develop and, you know, the stories unfold and they have their own internal conflicts and stuff like that, that it does become a grey area of who's actually in the right, who's in the wrong, what side do you stand on. There's a lot of that character, you know, conflict, the turmoil. And I had another anime pop into my head and my monologue made me forget it. But if it comes back to me, I will let you know, because something did pop into my head that had like really strong like female characters that didn't feel shoehorned in as strong female characters either, because that also happens in anime. I've never played any of the Nier games, and I have Nier Automata on Steam. I bought it years ago. Never played it. I've heard it's really good. But I also haven't seen the anime. I didn't want to watch any of the anime side of it because I always planned on playing it, and it's one of those ones that when I'm 65 and I retire, I'll go to my Steam list, which is mostly games I haven't played but I've paid for, and we'll get into it. I do want to, but I have also tried playing JRPGs, and I do enjoy them, but they take so long. And I mean, maybe it'll be different now that I'm a lot more used to streaming. But I did try streaming Tales of Berseria, and it was just hard to talk and do that. And yeah, like I do want to play other games as well as Pokemon down the line, but from a streaming perspective, games you can finish in a stream or two, or a couple of streams, tend to be better. From a streaming perspective, if I was to play a JRPG like 20 to 30 hours, that might end up actually being better to make into like YouTube. Oh no, the 4 ads pain. Oh. I always look at my because it says on my creator dashboard how many subs I've got and how many sub points you have, and I always forget because there's always one more sub point to subs, and the reason for that is because one of my subs is a tier 2 sub, and I always forget. But yeah, shout out to Prince Dilly because I mean he gets nothing extra for that. I only just remembered because I looked over. I was like, hold on. And then I always forget. Fuck you, Grubbin. And your different colour in the grass. No, that's Nate Dogg that gets shundos. Dilly definitely gets shinies though during my raid days. Yeah, he does. Pfft, who would have ads? I know, right? Hey, if you want to save money on a subscription, don't buy it on your phone. Buy it on desktop version. Like obviously I don't expect anyone to sub, but if you are, it is cheaper to do it on the desktop version than the mobile version, at least on Android. Probably the same on iOS, because I know that the Google Play Store has its own fee, which means in New Zealand dollars it costs like $1 more. And if let's say you were subbed for 12 months, like that's $12. Oh wait, haha! We got a shiny! Number 2! Spider. We got a little spooder. Oh yeah! Excellent. I also have no clue how many outbreaks I've done. We've just been vibing, talking about stuff, and I just haven't been paying attention. But I don't think there's very many outbreaks anyway, so I could probably just run through them all, to be honest. I've actually been watching someone play Expedition 33, the Clear Obscure game. Oh, like, I don't think I'd ever have the time to play it myself, but what a game. If that doesn't win Game of the Year, whatever else is coming this year, it's going to have to be a masterpiece. That game is beautiful, well-written characters, great, just everything. I mean, hey, it might end up better. I like living vicariously through other people if I don't have time or money to play games. And watching them play this game is just, oh. It's just an awesome game. If Ghost of Yorte is better, then I can see now why GTA 6 is postponed to next year. Thank you for the clip, Profi. And yes, the anime talk, you end up down a rabbit hole there. And some of the ones you guys were mentioning, I'm like, oh, you're actual like weebs, not surface level weebs. You're like mentioning some like legit anime. I'm like, oh no, we're gonna be having some chats. Any good? No. And this current Ultra Beast set, I'm not going to admit on stream how much money I've put into that. I'm missing one common card. I'm not even worried about the shinies. Haven't pulled the immersive art. Haven't pulled the gold cards. I haven't, like... The amount of times I've decided to be like, okay, let's just get another 10 pack. Go through, and it's all just common cards. It drives me insane. Like, I'm just like, nah. I have a deep dislike for this set. The arts are beautiful. I love the cards and the look of them. It's just, this is not my set. You have the immersive? I'm so jealous. But I'm still missing the Dialga immersive. So, I mean, there is that. I thought the Outbreak said it dispersed, and it's like still here. And my dude is not. Annoyingly, a fix to this Let's Go problem is to just close the game and reopen it. Oh, you got the Vulpix. Nice. You got an immersive Lily. Yeah, last set was crazy for me. Like, it did open a lot of packs upon launch, but I got 4 lilies and a Guzma. Like, it was wild. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Look, I don't think Death Stranding at all should be considered in the Game of the Year. Don't get me wrong. Kojima makes some amazing games. It's just, his games at this point are becoming like actual, like, movies. Like, bro, just make a movie. Your game is literally a movie. Yeah. Like walking simulator, but like... Yeah, I got 4 immersive Lily on day 1. I believe it was day 1 I got all 4. Alright, now it's dispersed. Do we get another one that's a Shinx? Yeah, so if a set comes out, because it's normally like right after payday, because I'm paid monthly, they also need to stop releasing sets monthly. But if it's a singular pack of cards, I'll open 50 packs. Well, 53, because I opened the 3 packs that I could do for my daily amount. When it's a set that has like 2 packs of cards, or 2 different booster packs, I do 60 instead, so 30 of each. And yeah, I pulled 4 Lily and... Now, normally I earn my hourglasses to get 10 packs, but this set was just driving me nuts. So I've done it more because I just, even now, like buying singular, or not buying, but opening my 3 packs a day, I just get nothing. Absolutely nothing. And the last sneak peek Wonder Pick event, man, that hurt my soul. Because, oh, there's Litwick here. Because every time, like, because I need the Lycanroc EX from this current set. Just the regular one, by the way. I actually have the rainbow border one. I just want the more common one. Every time that came up, or in fact, twice in the entire, like, where you could get a sneak peek, 2 Wonder Picks gave me a sneak peek. Like, they... we need to chuck this in the box too. It was just... I mean, I've already done my ones for today, so I can't pull tonight. But yeah, I can pull on stream sometime. Ah, oh, we didn't get a mark, but that's okay. 2 shinies so far. I actually have to work out, or I need a new, just a USB, probably USB-C to USB-C, to plug my phone directly into my PC so that I get no latency. Because when I normally do it, like when I did the Road to Malaweta, for example, and I had Pokemon Home on the screen, wasn't really noticeable because I was just sitting in Pokemon Home and scrolling occasionally, but for things like Pokemon Go, there's major latency. And I'd like to do things like just have Pokemon Go open in the background. Let's just run an incense. If we get a shiny, we get a shiny, that's cool. If not, then we don't, but it's just too laggy, and I'm like, eh. But that's over, yeah, that's over Wi-Fi. Like the Android to Windows phone link thing, and I can share my screen, and it's a free mirror essentially. I hope I'm going to be able to tell if one of these is shiny. I'm always that guy. People are like, yo, look at my Litwick, it's a different colour. I thought it was shiny. I'm like, never look at the flame. Never trust the flame. The flame changes in different lights. But the eye of Litwick is always yellow if it's not shiny, and it's always green if it is shiny. Ancient Komodo proverb. If the eye is yellow, throw it away. If the eye is green, throw your balls at it. It's up for interpretation. That would be cool though. Like it crosses over at the moment 6 PM my time. Go live. We could do some Dunsparce and crack open a heap of cards. If I can screen record as well on my phone, then that's perfect. I will work it out. Because there's a few things I want to test for streaming in general, like my Pokemon Go streams, like the IRL ones where I walk around. Like I want to be able to do things like, hey, let's make a sub goal or a follow goal or something like that, like for GoFest for example, and every milestone I reach, like maybe I have to do like a punishment challenge thing, and they get progressively funnier for you guys and horrible for me, like, but I want to do those things so that they're visible. So like we can see on chat how close we are to them and stuff, which I can do these things on desktop. Streamlabs on mobile. I mean, you guys are meant to see chat on stream, and I know that you don't. Chat is on all of my like Spotlight Hour streams and stuff like that. But yeah, there's a few things I want to play with. And I know I can stream directly from Twitch. And if I get things like properly sorted in that regard, then I'll also should be able to, all my audio alerts that don't play, because they're Twitch alerts, they should in theory play on mobile. But yeah, I've got to work out a few things, so maybe that'll be sorted by GoFest, but maybe not. I can't remember how I got to that topic. I think it was to do with yeah, it was to do with doing pocket stuff. I want to test out a few things. I want to make things run a bit nicer. And also because I'm essentially going to be running 2 switches when I get a Switch 2. I'll get a second capture card. If they have ones that I can run multiple systems through one capture card at once, I don't know if that exists. It should. But like I could, for example, just chill in Let's Go, have a chain already set up, and let's get some shinies while I do some like hardcore hunting at Legend ZA or so, you know, stuff like that. Like I know that dual hunting on Switches is a bit more difficult to like 3DSs and stuff. Especially because I've got all of the like the soft reset shinies, but or I guess on Switch hard reset. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. They might next year announce Virtual Console. Right, hold on a second. I'm gonna save. I'm not going anywhere. Right. Double save because you've got to. It's just because this let's go thing is pissing me off. So I just restart the game and it fixes itself. Yeah, if they announce like a virtual console thing next year for the 30th anniversary, then like I can do shiny hunts in Gen 1, 2, hopefully 3 on the Switch too, while I do like Family of 3 Mousehold, or you know, there's a lot of things my brain is cooking. I'm also lazy. And I go, I'm going to do this. And then I sit down for 5 minutes and there goes the rest of my day. Bro, if these things have disappeared because it's now nighttime, I'm going to be pissed. Oh, plus side, I can KO them all. I don't think any of these are shiny, so it's annoying. Are there any other outbreaks here? I should have just dealt with it for that one outbreak. No, all right, we'll come in here and we'll check back periodically, because I want to finish the Litwick one. Right, now hold on a second. What do I want? I don't know why I opened a new thingy-mabob. My audio is, yep, that's right, that's good, cool. No, I don't want to search across my YouTube. I want to play something real quick. Oh, you're gonna make me. Ah, there it is. Right. You won't be able to hear. That is really loud in my ears, so I'm sorry if that's loud for you guys. Let me... Where's my browser thingy? Do-do-do. Here we go. Here we go. Right. That right there is why I call it... Watch, I'll get a copyright strike on my channel for that. The Nintendo ninjas will come for me. There's no way that Electabuzz isn't down here. Ah, it is good. Right, I want to go back to my channel real quick. And mute that. Alright, where are my... Sounds like it's just vomiting everywhere. I love it. Honestly, I'd petition for the Pokemon, or for Game Freak, to put that, to change its cry to that in the game. Not Starmie though. Is it Starmie? What's the one in the French dub that is inappropriate? Oh, for a second I thought that Elekid had red eyes. I was like, yo, was there an alpha? Alpha Elekid? Am I in Hisui right now? Like, where exactly are these things? Because they're meant to be down here, but I just don't think they are. Sir, that is a roof. Ah, so it is Starmie. Yep, okay, right. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, we don't want that. I just specifically... If they can do Pikachu, they can do... No, not this way. Okay. If this one just sucks too much, then I'm just not going to do it. I definitely don't need another one of these shiny. I'd happily take one that wasn't caught in Pokemon Go, but... You should see in Pokemon Home my Magmar and Electabuzz. There's one normal one in there, and then like 2 boxes of shinies for each. Like one normal Magmar, one normal Electabuzz, just boxes of shinies. It's like... Yeah, this Outbreak's kind of poos. And I'm technically like not on it, but it's kind of poos. And it did activate. The only other place I could think of is up there. Hello, Electros. But I feel like we were up here, and it was not up here. We were up here. This is where we flew to. Oh, maybe there's a couple. Okay, bear with me. Bear with me then. But it's got no more chances. If it just sucks and we're not getting any Electabuzz, we're gonna leave. I just wanted to attack that Rotom. I don't know why. I chose violence. Yeah, right. Let's go do something else because it's being a bit of a. Do I want to do Mini or Metang first? Oh, Metang's gonna suck. Metang is gonna suck so much if I get a shiny. Like it's an amazing shiny and I love it. Don't get me wrong, but oh, the catch rate. They should have updated the catch rate. Who woke up one day and was like, this Pokemon's going to be ridiculously hard to catch. It's going to be harder to catch than box legendaries. Because why? Because, I don't know, fuck the consumers, I guess. I don't know. True. I'll just make sure everyone's wrong and just pop a Master Ball. I'll be like, take that, chat. I'll check my phone. I've had it buzz before. No. I just realised I haven't eaten today and I feel like I should have. It's like nearly 9 PM. Now, instead of a prediction, can you do like one of the channel point ones where people bet their channel points? Yeah, we will. Oh, that okay. Look, I'm just the streamer. I don't know none of these things. Yeah, well, ahead of time, I'll have to work out if GoFest. I guess the first half of each day, I'll stream. but we'll have to see if it coincides with your sleep schedule. And then if it doesn't, then I'm going to have to... Why not? This thing is not shiny. I can assure you. Is it because it's over the ledge and it's too far away for your little coin hands? That's the reason, right. Don't save your coins for that. Pick an emote. Choose what my new emote is. Pick that. You don't have to pay for it. I'll pay for it. It should work out you're around for me. Oh yeah. Yeah, because otherwise it's going to become madness. I'll start ignoring chat. I'll just be like, hey, y'all, you can go crazy. Will be when it ends your time. Okay. Because yeah, I will only stream the first half. But I will do the full 8 hours. It's just, yeah. And of course it's right after a Jangmo-O Community Day that a lot of people are excited for and are going to find lots of shinies in Pokemon. And they're going to have to buy more storage, aren't they? Hey, money making. Yeah, it is too much to stream. Even the 4 hours, for something like GoFest that does take a lot of energy, yeah, it's exhausting. I like my 4 hours in the afternoon to just chill, or I try to chill, and if I have a shiny target that I'm not getting, then I start stressing. And I become grumpy. I get mad. Like the GoFest where I just wanted Shelmet. Everyone else around me was getting Shelmet. I had a car full of people. Everyone was getting Shelmet after Shelmet after Shelmet. I did not get one. Everyone's like, yo! I'm like, yo, what did you get? And they're like, another Shelmet. I'm like, oh, yay. Oh, it's so exciting for you. Meanwhile, I'm like, get out of my car. The fuck is... Bro, this is not your... You had your outbreak. Get out of here. Porygon's like, remember me? Are they like up here? No, they're not. Okay, well that's good. Ugh. Also think the first 4 hours is good because it shows all of the different parts of GoFest, because the second half is always just a repeat of the first half. And the first half is normally just focused on completing research and stuff, so everyone can see like the tasks and everything. The second half I have to lock in to get more shinies, to make my life harder. Because yeah, for events like GoFest, I do a recap instead of for the week, I just do a day for day 1, for day 2, and I've got to make that and post it before the next day starts. And I remember, I think it was one of the GoFests last year, I got like 60 shinies on one day, and YouTube has a hard limit on shorts of 60 seconds. It's not like Instagram and TikTok where you can go over. YouTube Shorts has a very strict, hard cutoff at 60 seconds. Which are like 60 shinies, half a second per shiny, it works out, whatever. But I've also got my intro and outro to them. That's where it, obviously I've got it to work, but that's another reason why those sorts of events for me in the last couple of years, I guess, have been even more exhausting, because even though I stopped streaming, I've still got to play the other 4 hours, and then I come home, I have to download my VOD, I have to edit it, well, by edit I mean trim out the bullshit, which isn't hard. Upload that, get that ready to upload the next day on YouTube, and then sit down, and any shinies that part 1 and part 2. I'll do an Attack on Titan. Day 1, part 1. Day 1, part 2. But any shinies that I get during my stream that weren't clipped, or for whatever reason I can't download the clip, because sometimes that happens. Twitch clips, sometimes you'll download them, and they just are corrupted. They just do not download as a video file. It's annoying. No one's fault, it's just, well, it's Twitch's fault, but so yeah, any that aren't clipped, I have to go back to the stream, work out where that shiny was, clip that part and download that clip, and then pull it all together. It's like, which I love it, and that's why I do it, but it is extremely exhausting. Also, hope you enjoy the rest of your night shedding skin. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you for the sub. Thank you again. And yeah, I'll make a meetup tonight, but likely all details will be finalised first thing tomorrow morning, because we need to know where the power spots are. Like 100% certain. So hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow. Oh, they're up there. I was like, why can I not find any of these things? Right, after Metang, I'm going to go back and double check if it's nighttime in Kitakami, because I do want to do Litwick. I can't believe I got asked today on stream if I have a Daki Makura, or how many I have. Not even do you have one, just how many do I have. The audacity. I mean, yeah, if you want to. I'm actually not so much a timestamp, but I'm actually really good at, because I can see what order I caught the shinies in, because they're listed in order and go. Like, I'll be looking through my stream, and because I can see where I am on the map, I could be like, okay, I got this shiny around here. And I sort of have a good recollection of, yeah. But I mean, it would definitely make it, I wouldn't even have to think about it, it would just be, here's all these shinies. And the ones in the afternoon I screen record for all of them, so they're already sorted. But yeah, that's up to you, Profy. That's that could end up being a lot of extra work depending on how lucky I am. Because there is a shiny boost for GoFest, isn't there? It's just the tour events that don't have them. And I think the wild area, if that repeats. I don't think Wild Area has it. I mean, I bought the ticket. There is no way I'm not getting Volcanion. Volcanion is iconic. I can just let that one despawn. You did not buy the ticket. Are you going to maintain the lack of purchasing of said ticket? You will not be buying it. Okay. Hey, that's fair. I honestly don't blame you. Oh, you get a gifted one. Actually, I think I should have known that. Because I'm pretty sure this has happened for like every other major event in Go. I feel like we've had the same conversation. Where you're like, I'm not going to buy it. And I'm like, fair. And then you're like, because it's free. And I'm like, oh, that's right. Well, we can tell which one of us is probably going to end up with Alzheimer's. It's got to be me, because I'm just going to end up in that position where my brain is only Pokemon knowledge. My kids will visit me. I'll be like, who are you? And they'll bring like a Luminion toy. I'll be like, oh my god, it's Luminion! I remember hunting that in Legends Arceus, and they'll just be like... And the great thing is that my kids won't know whether I'm gaslighting them or not, because that's the sort of humour that I just have. I just like fucking with them. I'll see how it goes. Yeah. What are you doing, Mr. Adult Fun Toy? You just hanging around? Okay. Bet. Right, let's go quick back to Kitakami. Sweet, that sounds good, Profi. Yeah, no stress either way. Either I get sent a list of timestamps or I don't. It's zero stress. Wait, I was meant to check if it was nighttime, and it's not. Is this dusk? I hope this isn't dawn. I hope I haven't missed the whole... excuse me, the whole night cycle, because if I have, then we're not finishing that outbreak. Actually, how many have I done? Let's try and work it out. I did Meowth, I did Haunter, came down here, ignored that. I did Boizel. I feel like there was another one here. I also did in Kitakami... Well, we did Spinnerack, of course. Was it Houndour? I guess I count Litwick. And there was another one in Kitakami, I don't remember what it is, and then technically only one. Okay, so that's, if you include, oh wait, no, maybe the sun's setting. Maybe we'll just hang around. Yeah, so maybe I only really have to do one more to do all 10. Okay, well that works. I'm not mad about 2 shinies. Honestly, Chimecho, I am loving right now in Pokemon Go. Whew. The Stardust I'm getting is beautiful. And my friend and I have been... I mean, if there's Litwick here, they must be... Well, the outbreak must be able to spawn now. My friend who works down the hall from me, the new Pokemon Go player that I got back into Pokemon Go, she and I form a party and we just sit there, and in between work we just do like spin Pokestops, berry Pokemon, nice throws. I've gone from pretty much no party tasks done, and I think we're up to like 84. So if we make a party tomorrow just for the Inteleon stuff, I might actually get the gold medal. Which is going to be so great, because other than like tasks that force you to do party challenges, I know if we ever get a special research or a timed research that says have this medal for doing party challenges, I know that I'll have it. I'm just annoyed that my referral one is never going to be platinum. Unless I make multiple accounts just purely to refer myself and then delete them. Yeah, that medal's never gonna... And I don't have the time or the patience to do that. So I don't... It's annoying. I also don't have platinum for the Wayfarer badge, and that's also laziness. I think... Do I have silver or bronze? Actually, I think mine's still bronze, but I don't think it's far away from silver. Unfortunately, I got lazy with it, but I did used to sit there and do like 20 minutes a day. We'll finish on Minior. Do like 20 minutes a day going through checking people's nominations, you know, all of that fun stuff. And then life happened. And I keep thinking about it. Every time I see the medal, I'm like, you know, I really need to just do that. And I still just don't. I'm lazy. If it wasn't going to be something that's... Like, I don't even think I could turn that into content. Because I'm meant to be like pretty serious to the rules about it. Yeah. It could be an educational stream teaching people where not to put Pokestops. Like on schools. Especially where young children go to school. Not looking at my local community or anything. Nah, it's just one person. Just tossing shade out there. Don't worry, they won't see this. It might be, just gonna check my spawns in Pokemon Go, and hopefully some good stuff there. Spawns are fine. Vanilla Pokemon Go is cool though. One, your front door is not a valid nomination. Two, how would you like 20 people standing in front of your door? Well, I did have the argument once. I was like, what if I paint my fence with a Pokemon mural? Because this is before I was like someone that would nominate. It was a genuine question. Could I nominate that as a Pokestop? And I pretty much got asked the same question. Do you want the public accessing your property? And I was like, well, the mural would be on the outside of the fence. But I can see where you're coming from. But after reading the rules, I'm pretty sure like a private residence specifically is not meant to be a... Like the mural painted power boxes that are right on someone's fence. Like, they only get away with it because technically they're not part of that property at all, even if they're right against the fence, because they're owned by the council, I guess. Points of interest can't be on private property, yeah. Unless you want to pay for a sponsored Pokestop, I guess. Maybe you could put one there. Because I feel like sponsored Pokestops and gyms can just be put anywhere. They don't care because you're getting paid to put them there. Which they are, for what they are, they're very expensive. I've actually looked into, this was a few years ago now though, but I've actually looked into sponsored Pokestops. I was like, wouldn't it be cool to have one for our community? And because I can put it wherever I want, it doesn't matter if there's like gyms and other Pokestops in the vicinity. Oh, do I get like a... I thought that only popped up for like specific events, or if I was there physically. Well, that's cool then. Oh, I'm tired and I'm hungry and I'm... Oh, totally forgot about campsites. Oh, okay, I see. So you can essentially place it once a month. And if it's in an annoying spot or your community actually is starting to meet up more in a different place, then you'd move it. Okay, that makes some sense. Do you get special tasks out of it, like sponsored Pokestops? If you get a sponsored task, they tend to be pretty good, like reward-wise. It's going to be a fluke if I get a shiny one of these. Oh, their class is sponsored. Oh, wow, well, that's cool then. I'm going to set it right at my workplace. No, I wouldn't do that. I'd put it at the park. I just have to work out exactly where because our meetup place at the gates of the park, there's a Pokestop and 2 gyms, like very close together. And obviously sticking another Pokestop there is like, oh, it's gonna be great for lures, but oh, that's so cool. I do love the ones that's like catch so many Pokemon. Here's like 1 billion Stardust. I think it's like 1,000 or 1,500, but it's better than regular tasks. What are you doing? Oh. Apparently dry humping the cliff works. Hey, more power to Miraidon. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how campsites are going to work. I haven't looked really any deeply. I feel like they've probably been explained to me on stream, but it's one of those things where I'm just like, I'll try to understand it once it's out. Or if people start asking me questions about what it is, then I'm like, okay, I might need to know this. But tomorrow I'm going to be riding G-Max and Teleon's oh, so that's for the community thing, but so I get accepted as a CA. I'm like, hey, I want our community thing to be here. And they'll add it, but it might not be exactly where I place it. Okay. Well, that could be good or bad, really. But if I can nominate to get it adjusted at least once a month, then it's probably not. Eventually it's going to be in a place that's good for people. Because realistically, you'd want it at a place that's really easily accessible, but also around. Yeah, like you want it around other Pokestops so that you can take massive advantage of using lures and like the entrance to our park is a perfect place because we normally stand there for ages because the 2 gyms are there within reach, and we do raids. They added 6 gyms to a small park. Wow. God, my local community I would be worshipped like a god. God, even just Pokestops. If a handful more Pokestops were added to our big park, it would go from pretty good, not bad, to crazy. Oh, hold on, let me check real quick. Oh, 2 people at raids. Oh, one's a Gruden and one's a Sandy guest. Oh, I was hoping there was going to be an early Inteleon and be like, yo. Oh, then nah, honestly, that's so cool. Right, the outbreak has appeared to have dispersed, but I'm going to try KO as many as I can. Just in case. Oh wow, each one is manual work, wow. I mean, yeah, but it's still epic. Right. Right, I think that's it. Let's move away from all of the nonsense going on over there. Oh, my goodness. Right, well, I'm going to wrap up the stream here. What a stream, though. Whew. It's probably the fastest 2.5 hours I've ever streamed. No, it's been fun. Good chats. 2 shinies. Different shinies to the normal sort of... Sometimes we get a couple of the same shiny doing Fortune Fridays, but yeah, no Mark Buizel and a no Mark Spinnerack are pretty good new additions. I'm happy with them. I'm going to check with this Meowth at my house. It's not shiny, much like the Outbreak I did. Honestly, the Spinnerack line have great shinies. 100%, I agree with you. They're underrated. I knew what you were trying to say, Profi. It's okay. I knew what you were getting at. But I'm going to wrap up the stream here. I'm going to try find myself food before I go to bed, and then plan a community meetup for tomorrow. But yeah, I'll try go live over the weekend. So hopefully I'll see you guys then. Otherwise, thank you again. Bye.